still my Office fan heart that there is still such a strong relationship between the cast. And we've got so many great characters that came out from The Office. We had Prison Mike, we had Stanley on Pretzel Day, Subtle Sexuality, my personal favorite. But I have to ask you, what was your favorite Office character or Office moment from the show?
You want me to answer who my favorite character is? Then the only
Well,
answer I
maybe
can give
not
you is Kevin
your
Malone.
own. Touche.
I can't choose anyone else. Look, uh, there some of the behind the scenes moments that I remember. Actually, we went from drafting the fantasy football league on a legal pad to we used the computers a couple of years on set, so we would come in after hour. Actually, maybe bring some Sam Adams Octoberfest and bring into Dunder Mifflin, and we did our drafts live, like at all of the computers which were active on the set. Once we were once it went to being online. Um, Favorite moments, I always go to stress relief, which was the fake fire drill episode, which coincidentally aired immediately after the Super Bowl that year, that episode. So that moment came right after the Super Bowl, which was was the first Super Bowl I actually ever attended, which is pretty cool, special for me.
Is it for you guys to still be so connected together? It just seems rare and special, especially in Hollywood when everybody goes in a different direction. So who's the biggest trash talker in the fantasy football group now?
Oh, geez. I would say that Rainn Wilson and myself, definitely draft time. If you choose wrong, you're gonna hear it, and you're gonna hear it pretty loudly from the two of us. Um, it stays pretty constant throughout yeah, him. It stays pretty constant throughout the season. Like I said, I think it was our first group text of the year was last night when we everybody found out their draft positions. And so we got going a little bit, and yeah, we've got the draft coming up in, I don't know, 10 days or ish. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, we're always in touch throughout the season, either who you're playing or, depending on how the season's going, if you're stinking it up. I will say that I haven't mentioned this to anybody recently, but I have the distinction of making our Super Bowl the most over the 19 years. I have never won. Not once.
Oh, you're the Buffalo Bills.
Never won. I am the Buffalo Bills.
For a Chiefs fan to be the Buffalo
football,
Bills is just weird to me. I don't know.
Fantasy football league. No, not Chiefs for me. That's like everybody else. Everybody else who's sort of funny in Hollywood is a Chiefs fan. I'm more a Packers guy myself.
Exciting season for the Packers upcoming. And speaking of your, iconic moments or any iconic moment in The Office, I think the most iconic moment, not just for your character, but maybe for the show of all time, is of course Chili Day. It's the chili scene where Kevin drops the entire vat of chili on the floor. I mean, walk me through that specific moment. Like, was everybody in the room just laughing their butts off during this? Like, did you schedule this? Like, did you plan how this was going to go? Walk me through this iconic Kevin moment.
Well, all the other, I mean, it's one of the rare moments on the show that a character was alone, actually. So all my castmates were home snuggled up in their beds, or I think it was a Friday night, so they got an early weekend. No, I mean the big thing was, we did a lot of rehearsing, obviously not the spilling, and that was sort of the crucial moment, was making the moment of actually spilling it as believable as possible. And there was a lot of concern about the mess. That carpet that you see there that the chili goes on is actually carpet that was overlaid the actual carpet. They had 3 gigantic pieces of carpet, and I was told we were only going to get 3 takes at it. Yeah, so from the door all the way to Dwight and Jim's desk around, because they didn't know exactly how far that it would spill. So I only had 3 takes at it, and thankfully, for me, we got it in one. So it's at least makes it fun to say now that I got that we're still talking about in one take.
All right. Well, in honor of the spilled chili, we thought we'd have a little bit of fun. Spill it or chill it. We'll give you the chance to spill the beans on something or just stay away from it completely. So let's go to one of the best office conspiracy theories, that maybe Pam is actually the villain in the whole show. Like, are we spilling or chilling that Pam is actually a villain?
I'm confused about which way is what, but I don't think that Pam is a villain. I think in a lot of ways, actually, the journey of the show, more than Michael, certainly more than Dwight, and more than Jim, sort of follows her journey. So you can add a new conspiracy theory or some thought in, but the show sort of begins and ends with her sort of full and total transformation. So there you go. I'll add a new wrinkle.
I love that. And I love Pam's transformation. She started as, kind of quiet, not sure of herself. She finishes it with the love of her life. She has a larger than life personality. I prefer that Pam character arc rather than Pam is the enemy. But spill or chill.
And I'll say one other thing. This is for sure that she delivers the last line of the show, which is the line which is what the show is all about, which is there's beauty in ordinary things. Isn't that kind of the point? So
it is sweet. Go. And it's such a perfect bow on that entire journey that was that show. Are you willing to spill in our game of spillin' or chillin'? Are you willing to spill the moment in filming that made you break character laughing more than any other moment?
So I will spill it. I will say, for me personally, a small moment for me personally there was a scene between Kevin and the character Holly, played by Amy Ryan, at the vending machine where she's helping Kevin pick out something there. And there was something about her face and her telling me that I had a button in my hand instead of change that made me I just couldn't hold on to it. The other moment that a lot of people talk about being the hardest one to not laugh, I was a part of and certainly laughed a lot during, was when Kevin, I almost said me, when Kevin sits on Michael's lap as Santa Claus. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. But that was all Steve.
Who broke the most when you guys were filming?
Mindy Kaling.
Really?
Yeah. There's yeah.
Which is funny because really she's probably the one writing it.
Yeah, I know. Well, she was delighted by her jokes, and also, the performances that were happening were pretty good. But yeah, I would say Mindy.
As someone else who also tends to laugh at their own jokes that aren't nearly as funny as Mindy Kaling's, I feel like I can relate there. Spillin' or chillin', we're gonna play into your Packers fandom. For you as a Packers fan, are you willing to spill or chill on Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre? Who you taking if you had to build your team around?
Rodgers.
Ooh, I like
Rodgers.
it.
Okay. Where does Jordan Love rank in all of this then?
He wasn't a part of the question, thankfully, and I'll chill on that one.
Oh, that's right. How do you feel about the Packers coming into this season?
I don't usually offer my insights based on fandom, but I think the Bears are still going to be the Bears. They are the Bears, and they will continue to be the Bears. So I'll leave it at that. I think the Lions slip a little bit this year. Really brutal schedule, and I think they may return a little bit more back to earth. I'm not I'm not spilling or whatever the Lions being in the Super Bowl this year. And look, the Vikings, I think, are going to be good. They're so incredibly well coached, but they're starting a rookie quarterback. And so, look, I feel really good about the Packers' chances this year.
You have indulged us to be fans of your work throughout the course of this entire interview. You mentioned, your love of football. What's been the moment for you as a fan where you've looked around and said, man, I can't believe my platform has allowed me to do this?
Oh, geez. Well, for me, I guess it's what I've been able to do and the people I've been able to meet and the relationships I've been able to make through golf, really. And this, I don't know, it always feels weird to call it this, but like this celebrity uh, golf circuit, specifically the American Century Championship in Lake Tahoe. Played in Michael Jordan's event for a number of years, Derek Jeter's event for a number of years, the Hilton Grand Vacations event in Orlando, where, I'm seeing these guys and gals, 4-5 times a year and begin to have relationship with them. And, I joked at one point, there were two things. One, I'm from Atlanta, and I have literally now played golf in a singular round with John Smoltz and Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine. So for me, growing up, like little boy Brian, like that's insane. And at the same time, there was a period of time that I don't know, I don't count, but let's say at least 2/3 of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL, I had their phone numbers, which is just great. That's not a flex. It's just like, so you asked the question, like for me, that's insane because I am a huge sports fan. I love it. And so the opportunity for me to be able to play and compete in a different game with those guys is awesome. So there you go.
If you're not doing things as an adult that little kid you would think that's the coolest thing ever and you're the coolest person ever, then like, what are we even doing? Like, what are we even doing? Last one before we go, you're here on behalf of Sam Adams. I will literally chug a Samuel Adams Octoberfest right here, right now on camera with you. If you can get the one Michael Scott, Steve Carell on FaceTime. We spilling or chilling that?
I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill on that. But I would love
Shot
to
my
see
shot
you.
there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, good try.
I didn't know that Caroline ever chugged a beer that wasn't at an LSU game. So, look, you saved us all there. That's fair.
Oh, now I understand, actually. I'm from Georgia. Now I understand.
I've created rivalry.
That's everything you need to know about me.
I'm just here mixing things up. So you're with us, obviously, Sam Adams Octoberfest. You've mentioned it, but tell everybody a little bit about what you're doing with Sam Adams with Octoberfest and with fantasy football.
Well, yeah, it's the fall. As I said, I have the draft order for fantasy football. I'm going to start doing my work as soon as I'm done with you guys on who I'm going to take number 2. And so fantasy football is back, and so is the legendary Sam Adams Octoberfest beer. So I recommend, if of course you're of legal drinking age, that during the draft you start on the Octoberfest, and then who knows, maybe you have some with the chili that you put together and make for the draft party. I'm sure all of you are hosting. But yeah, it's sort of an ode to the commissioners of the league. They work so hard. Look, again, I got the draft order last night, of course, done by our commissioner. It is such a thankless job that we all need. Who else gets yelled at for just asking people to follow the rules and pay their dues and show up to the draft on time and do like regular responsible adult things? So here's to the commissioners. We put together a commissioner's kit, and I do have to show this because I think it is unbelievable for the commissioner.
Wow.
And it says the commissioner right there. If I could figure out camera angles, I've only been doing this 20 years. The commissioner, Sam Adams vest. We've got a coin to help settle disputes, koozie stuff, and of course, because I'm still a child, we have a gavel. Because I mean, every commissioner's got a rule one way or the other.
Because who wouldn't want a gavel?
My commissioner does not deserve any of those things. All they do now that I host fantasy football shows for Yahoo, all I get is grief when my team doesn't win from the commissioner. I deserve the best. He does. Brian, we appreciate your time, brother. Thank you. So good luck this year. If you need any tips, pointers, come back on the show often. We will we'll help you out any way we can.
Who do I pick second? Who do I pick second?
I mean, you're going to take one of the receivers, right? You're either going to take Jamar or Justin.
Jamar Chase.
Half point PPR. Half point. Does that matter?
It does a little bit, but I'm still taking one of the. Though if picking second, I'm taking one of those two. There's no. Although they're already giving me grief in the thread because I'm a Raiders fan that's been telling everybody to draft Ashton Genty high. I will stand by this. Ashton Genty is going to be as productive as the best season Christian McCaffrey has ever had. I stand by that. But also Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
you're a Raiders guy. What if you had? I'm asking this question poorly, but you understand. Tight end Bowers ranks where?
Top of the tight ends, and frankly, he ranks. Not only is he the one tight end, he's above a large portion of the wide receivers. Overdraft Brock Bowers. Yeah, his target share is going to be through the roof. So he's a
go dogs
1,000,
go dogs.
Yeah. Brock Bowers. See, look at us.
And bald Brock Bowers, he just shaved his head, so that has to count for something, right? Like once you are a bald tight end, you automatically are just going to become, better.
He was already mostly there. Brian, we appreciate you hanging
Now
out.
he committed to it, Fitz. He committed to it.
Sure. We'll give him credit for it. Thank you for the time, my friend.
All right, thank you.